Great leaders have the ability and the courage. It takes courage to plan and act. The ability and the courage to plan, act, and react decisively and to hold people accountable. Leaders do that really well. When the trumpet gives forth an uncertain sound, who then shall prepare for the battle? That's a quote from the Old Testament. And unless you are planning and acting and reacting decisively, you are giving forth an uncertain sound to your team. And no one is preparing for the battle. And whatever business you're in, it's a battle out there. It really is. And you know it. We have lots of ideas and plans, but somehow we fail to implement them. Huge, huge issue in business. A vision without a plan is just a dream. A vision without a plan is just a dream. Do you call them plans or do you call them dreams? What's realistic in your business? A plan without effective implementation is just an expensive fantasy. Implementation without measurement is like driving blindfolded. You have no idea where you are. And measurement without rewards and consequences results in poor performance. How would you rate yourself on those leadership qualities? Here we have our 10 secrets of effective implementation. Sorry that there's 10, but there are. 10 secrets. Number 1, clear, consistent, and communicated vision and mission. Everything starts with that in all of the work that I do, because without that, we have no idea where we're going and no idea what we're committed to doing right now. Number 2, accurate and timely information, internal and external information. We know what's going on in our business. We know what's going on in the outside world. We're connected to reality. Number 3, a specific plan of the actions required to achieve our mission and become our vision. We know exactly who will do what by when. And leaders know that. Number 4, commitment to outcomes. Specific, documented, and measurable outcomes. Do you just talk in generalities in your business? Or do you actually have commitment to specific, documented, and measurable outcomes? And do you measure them? And are they happening? Number 5, sufficient resources. Do you have sufficient resources for your people to do what you're asking them to do? Because nothing is more frustrating than being asked to commit to something and then not having the resources to do it. The capable, empowered, and committed people, the tools and technology, the physical facilities, and the money to do it. And don't ask your people to do something if you're not going to give them the resources, because you'll lose great people. Number 6, clear, consistent, and communicated value, standards, structures, and processes. Number 7, a strong sense of urgency and accountability. You're not going to have implementation without that. And number 8, constant and effective communication of our decisions and their implications. We keep people informed. What are the decisions that are being made and how do they impact on you? And then we let people know how we're doing compared to where we've committed to be. People want to know, good people want to know how we're doing. Number 9, ongoing measurement, follow-up, and modification. And number 10, acknowledgement, rewards, and consequences. Now, on those 10 keys to effective implementation, how would you rate yourself as a leader? Turn procrastination into insubordination, one of the biggest wastes in business. Stuff just doesn't get done. Businesses don't die from a single shot to the head. They die slowly but surely from 1,000 uncompleted tasks. That's how businesses die. So here's how to get away from that. Every time you assign a task, ask the person that you're assigning the task to, by when can we agree that this will be completed? And it's like Thursday at noon, or June the 1st. You agree on when it will be completed. Because the biggest problem in most businesses is you ask people to do things and they don't get around to it, and what are they guilty of? Procrastination. And the problem with procrastination is we don't know how to handle procrastination. But when you put a date on it, and you document it, and you follow up, and they don't do it, that's insubordination. And if you don't know how to deal with procrastination, you should know how to deal with insubordination. They're out of there. 3 strikes and you're out. Whatever it is, how many strikes you're prepared to give them, that's it. So number 1, you assign a specific time. Number 2, always document the time commitment and always follow up. And then number 3, reschedule dates when necessary, but never create orphans. Now what that means is that I ask you to do this for Thursday, and you say, well, geez, boss, y'all got me doing 3 other things for Thursday already. I can't do all of that to our standard around here, so can we renegotiate one of the dates? And you say, well, project B that I gave you last week for Thursday, it'll be the following Thursday. You renegotiate, but you never create orphans, because orphans kill you. Orphans have no responsibility attached to them. And then deal with non-performance. If they aren't performing, they're insubordinate. They're not procrastinating. They're insubordinate. And boy, if we don't know how to deal with that, then we're nowhere near being a leader.